Okay.
Hey, Frankie. I guess just when you look at the film of yourself from the beginning of the season to now, I guess just what jumps out to you about what you still need to work on?
Um, I think one thing I need to work on is controlling the team from a point guard perspective and helping our offense stay stable.
And then I know making progress is a big deal for you guys. I mean, as freshmen, I guess, how do you self-evaluate your progress? And I guess, in what ways can you see that you're making strides and gradually improving?
Um, Usually by just watching film, you can see the things you get better at and kind of talking with the coaches.
And I guess, what do you feel like you have been getting better at?
I think I did a better job at being patient and kind of running the offense and getting in the flow of things and changing the tempo of the game as I come in.
And then last one for me, I guess, just how would you rate your level of comfort running the offense? It kind of seems like there's a good flow to it when you're on the floor.
I'm actually really comfortable with the offense, comfortable with playing with the players. I don't know what number to rate it out of 10, but I'm pretty comfortable out there.
Next up will be Anthony Brune from the Wolverine.
Hey, Frankie. Yeah, you've gotten a little bit of extended run at times with Devontae and foul trouble and some of those things, but do you feel like the more that you step on the court, it's starting to slow down for you a little bit?
Yes, the more I get out there, the more it slows down. Basically, yeah.
Next question is from Andrew Kahn from M Live.
Hey, Frankie. When is the last time you came off the bench? I didn't, follow your high school career that closely that I know that answer.
Last time was my freshman year.
What?
Freshman year high school.
Okay. Do you remember who the starter was at that time?
It was Greg Foster. At the time, he was committed to Gonzaga.
Okay. Where do you end up?
St. Joe's.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, what has that then been like? Obviously, it's been a few years as far as adjusting to not being out there at the start of the game.
It's kind of like how it was my freshman year. So really just being ready for whenever your number's called and coming out to produce in small minutes and just making an impact on the game, no matter how much time you play.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple things on that. I mean, I guess, is there ever a struggle to not try to do too much, knowing you might not be out there for a long time? You want to be efficient, but not try to do too much.
Yeah, I don't really think about much of that because I know what my job is and my role is on the team. So just going in and just being me.
Okay. And then last thing, are you watching what's happening in the game and saying, okay, this is how I can, change things for the better?
Yeah, I watch and see how the defense are playing. Devontae, defense is playing Eli. And then I watch and kind of see how our defense is doing. See if they like pressure or whatever the case may be.
Perfect. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Next for you is Mark Ziegler from the San Diego Union Tribune.
What do you know about San Diego State? I know it's you haven't had that long of a turnaround after your last game, but have you got a sense for who they are and how they play?
San Diego State, they've always been like a really good team. They've always had like good pieces. I think they're a team that likes to use a lot of ball screens. So it's a team that's going to make us challenge us on the defensive end. So we're going to have to be up for the challenge.
And I know Coach Howard doesn't like to talk about himself that much, but he's playing against his former coach and very close friend. Do you have a sense of how special this game is for him?
I would say, knowing Coach, this game is kind of the same as all the other games because he doesn't look at any other matchup differently. He thinks every team is good, and he's going to prepare us to get to battle every time we're on the floor and not look at anyone lightly or any game differently.
Has he talked about Brian Dutcher and how special a person he is, or he keeps that to himself?
Nah, he keeps that to himself. We've just been focused on scouting the team and preparing for the game.
Thank you.
We'll go back to James Hawkins from the Detroit News.
I think it was Coach Howard called Howard Eisley point guard whisperer. I guess just what have you learned from him and picked up from him?
Through the time I was here, we've studied a lot of film. We talk a lot. The main thing I focused on was, they helped me out with, was keeping my dribble alive as I go into paints, keeping the dribble and kind of just being patient and just being the point guard and being the coach on the floor.
And I know you're pretty explosive. I mean, is being patient a hard thing for you to do? Like, is that something?
No, it's not a hard thing to do. It's just something that has to be like, you have to be a little more patient. Coming from high school into college, it's kind of a different level of pace.
Okay. And last one for me, I guess, just what do you feel like you have to do or keep doing to kind of earn more minutes?
Just keep doing what I've been doing, playing hard, getting a team, and being a coach on the floor, basically. Just keep doing what I've been doing, changing the pace of the game, and just being ready.
We'll go back to Anthony Broom from the Wolverine.
Yeah, Frankie, Caleb has started to look a little more comfortable as of late. And obviously the other night, Musa had his first start. How do you feel about how guys in your class, just your class as a whole, is developing as the season's going along?
It's a long season, so seeing them getting more comfortable is going to help us a lot, because those are two players that we really, really need. So seeing them get comfortable, and then even me being comfortable, and then us starting to gel together a lot more, it's going to help us in the future.
Yeah, and you said too, it's a long season. I mean, obviously you guys know what the expectations are, but things have been a bit of a work in progress. Do you or any of the freshmen, do you think there's any pressure on you guys to maybe elevate quicker than you thought you might have to, or how is that working out so far?
I don't think it's pressure. I just think that we have to just adjust a little and just kind of get the hang of things. But yeah, like I said, it's a long season, so we have time, and right now we're figuring things out. We're watching film, we're talking to each other, being a team, staying together, staying connected. So that's all that matters.
We'll go back to Andrew Kahn from MLive.
Frankie, turnovers have been an issue for the whole team. I guess how is that being addressed in practice? Are you guys doing anything differently than you were at the start of the season?
We're doing the same thing we've been doing. Turnovers are all mental things, forcing things that can't be there. So we're just going into practice being a solution-based team. We see an issue, we come together, we talk about it, and we just try and fix it as much as we can.
Thanks.
Anything else for Frankie? Okay, that's going to do it. We appreciate it, Frankie.